Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Baseball Paradise Podcast. I'm your boy, Master Dami, and before I get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to my boy, my cousin, Daniel. Nine died, Fools Abandoned, Baby Nuts. I don't know if you know what he goes by right now, but hey, he made the intro to this podcast. The thing you're gonna hear at the beginning, the thing you're gonna hear at the end, and that thing is hard. So, man, go give him a follow. Man, that thing was amazing. And let's just get right into this, man. We're talking baseball only on this channel. If you're coming from the Duck Duck Bros or you're completely new, go follow the Duck Duck Bros podcast. I'm a part of that too. But this is, if you follow Duck Duck Bros, like I said, there's things that we talk about on there. We talk about football, basketball, random things, music, video games, movies, TV shows. It's just a big variety of things that we talk about over there, mostly sports, but this podcast is strictly for baseball, only baseball. And I mean, today's the day. As I'm recording this, today is the first day of spring training. Pitchers and catchers have reported. It's an exciting day for baseball fans. I mean, there's a lot of things that we're in store for this year, man. First and foremost, if those of you that don't know me, I'm a Dodgers fan. And let's just say I'm going to start off with this. I'm very intrigued to see what the Dodgers pitching staff and the Dodgers bench is going to do. So the Dodgers lost Kike, they lost Jock Peterson. So I'm interested to see, that's one of the big things I'm interested to see, is how the Dodgers bench is going to play out. I mean, everyone's saying the Dodgers are a super team. So let's see. Trevor Bauer, I'm not too sold on. I guess we'll see how that plays out for the Dodgers. David Price is here. He's a little bit older, fresh. I mean, it's baseball's back. I just hope we get 162 games this year. 60 games was fun. I will say it was fun. 60 games was fun. It was quick. There was tight races. Every game felt like it mattered. Like looking back at just this division games. I mean, it was just division games, so every game literally had an implication on the standings. You have a bad series here. It pretty much cost you, it was fun to see, but I'm really excited to see the teams that showed us a little bit of a little bit of a spark in 60 games, and see if they can maintain that success over a whole 102 more games. You have teams that have very good first halves, and you have teams that have good second halves, but like the teams that have overall good seasons that can play from April to the end of September into October are the really good teams. You see the Dodgers, you see the Yankees every year making the playoffs. You see the Astros as of late making the playoffs all the time. I would even throw in maybe Oakland. They've been pretty consistent, like in that race. They're teams that are just built to last the whole season, But I'm excited to see teams like the Padres, who, I mean, they went out, they made moves. The team that I want, the White Sox, a team that made the playoffs. The Blue Jays, I'm excited, young team. I'm excited to see. I mean, come on, everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. Anaheim, Los Angeles, whatever you want to be called. Get Mike Trout into October. All right, let's go. Is this the year? That's the biggest thing. This is the first episode. Yes. So it's a little. This episode's just a little. It's a random episode. Most of the episodes will be focused on certain topics. This is just more of what we're looking into for what we're looking most forward to 2021 season. And it's been what? 8, 9, it's almost going to be 10 years, I think, or it's pushing 10 years since Mike Trout's played in October. He's the best player of this time, right? He's one of the best players he's arguably one of the best players ever. And the guy's only been to the playoffs one time. And the thing that sucks is baseball is a team sport. You would think that the Angels, GMs, ownership would be like, hey, what do we have to do to get the best player in baseball, the best player ever to put on an Angels uniform into October, give him a chance to perform, give him a chance to win a ring. I mean, the guy's pretty much done it all, right? He's won an MVP. He's won multiple MVPs. I'm pretty sure he's just won at least a Gold Glove at some point. The guy is amazing in center field. Individually, there's nothing else that he can probably do, right? Except maybe bat 400 and hit and break Barry Bonds' home run record and all the other stuff that comes. But as far as within a season, I mean, can he win a World Series, right? Can he win? It's not even win a World Series. Play in October. I mean, you look at all the sports, the greatest players are always playing in October. I mean, not October, but in the playoffs. Basketball, LeBron James, always in the playoffs. All the best players in basketball, always in the playoffs. LeBron, KD, etc., right? Football, Tom Brady, Mahomes, all these great players. But the greatest player in baseball, right? The greatest player in baseball, Mike Trout, has been in the league for almost about 10 years now. And he's been in the playoffs one time, and I believe they got swept. And it's kind of embarrassing. So, I mean, Angels, please. I mean, you look at the team, you look at the roster, you look at the lineup. Solid lineup, I would say. Fletcher, I think, under the radar player. Anthony Rendon. I mean, he's a little bit older, but he still can swing it. Justin Upton, hit or miss, But I mean, they got guys that are gonna hit the ball. They got a nice lineup. One, I would say, decent 1 through 9. Ohtani can swing it. Supposedly Ohtani's gonna do the 2-way this year. We'll see how that goes. That should be fun to watch too. But get into October, please. For all his baseball fans. I mean, coming from a Dodgers fan, right? Let's get him into October. Come on. That's the one thing I want to see. Can the Angels do it? I mean, the Astros, they lost Springer, right? I mean, the A's, are they for real? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it should be a fun year. This should be a fun year, right? But Angels, the West, there's a wild card. Go, just get into October. Give the man a chance to shine. And then, another topic I like to get into moving forward. The Mets, all right? The Mets, along with the Padres, right, are one of those teams that made a big splash. They go trade for Lindor. They go sign a bunch of arms, bullpen, right? They were in they're one of the last two teams to try and get Trevor Bauer. They're trying to get Justin Turner at third base. So, I mean, they're trying to win a World Series. It's obvious, right? But did they do enough, right? That's another question let's ask. Did they do enough to, one, take over the Braves, who, let's not forget about the Braves. The Braves who took the Dodgers 7 games in the NLCS, who's this super team, right? That everyone's claiming the Dodgers to be a super team, right? I mean, yeah, the Dodgers didn't have Trevor Bauer, right? But the lineup is pretty much the same, right? Really, the only thing that's changed is the bench, 2 guys, and then a couple arms in the bullpen, right? But other than that, this Dodgers team is pretty much the same as last year. You lose Jock and Kike, right? You bring some guys up from the minor leagues. You sign Trevor Bauer, right? But don't leave the Braves out of it. I think the East is still the Braves division as of right now. That team is loaded. They got young pitching, right? I mean, their ace was out from, August, September? He didn't even pitch in October, right? And then you had this guy, Max Fried, just freaking amazing. So you add that with Soraka, who was hurt, and plus all the other young pitchers that they have, and the decent bullpen that they have. Let's see. That's an interesting race to see. Mets and Braves for the East. I mean, I'm not counting out the Phillies. I mean, I'm not counting out the Nationals, who won the World Series 2 years ago. I mean, I'm counting. And then the Marlins. The Marlins are a team. That's another team that I didn't even mention. The Marlins made the playoffs in a 60-game season. Can they make a push? You know, can they be competitive in 162 games? That's another team right there. The Marlins. Can they repeat success over 100 more games? That's big, right? Marlins. I throw the Padres in there, even though they are stacked. I feel like they will make the playoffs easily. The White Sox, same thing. But going into the White Sox today, I think was it today? One of these, the GM came out and said it's basically a World Series or bust for the White Sox, and that's where I kind of like was like, whoa, you know, World Series or bust. You're not even the favorite in your in your league, right? The Yankees are the favorite, which, I mean, one team, right? But you have the Twins. I feel like the Twins are a real threat in the Central. I think the Indians are gone from being a threat. Lindor was a big piece. I mean, really, you only lose Lindor. You still have great pitching. But Royals, not really. They got Benintendi, but is that really going to make them a contender? Probably not. You have the Tigers, who are young. They're rebuilding. I'll give them a couple more years till we see really, you know. So the White Sox, I mean, one, we've seen the Twins. They made the playoffs the last couple of years. They won the division. Are the Twins the favorites in the Central, or the White Sox, young talent mixed with some great moves, you know? I mean, the White Sox, I mean, they've made moves just like the Pods. I feel like the Pods made better moves, but the White Sox still have made moves to put themselves in a position to win now, and win in the future, right? Eloy, Robert, Moncada, Tim Anderson, they're all still relatively young or in their prime. So, I mean, the White Sox they're pretty there. I mean, if these guys pan out, shoot, the White Sox are going to be a fun team to watch, I think. That's the team I'm going to watch the most this year, I believe. Besides my own team, of course. But them and the Blue Jays, I think, are the two teams, young teams, adding players that are impact players off instantly. So I'm curious to see if, it's just a big thing. Let's World Series or bust. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, to get to the World Series, maybe, yeah, I could see that. I could see them getting to the World Series. In the American League, I don't really see any teams that were just like, that jump out at me like, oh, shoot. Like, the Yankees are good, right? The Rays just came off the World Series. They trade breaks now. Are they still going to be the same, right? Still good team. Still have good players, right? Are they still competitive team they won the division. They were the best team in the American League coming off this short season. So are they going to repeat that success even without Blake Snell, right? Blue Jays are young and coming up. So those are two teams, right, that I really don't like. Are they going to be good, right? The Yankees, they're going to be good, right? They're the favorites. AL Central, the Twins, right? You got to win your division. And then the West, going out West, I really only see the A's and the Astros, maybe, right? And the Astros are solid, but I'm not. All right, they have a team to make a World Series too, right? So let's see, White Sox. All right, I feel like the American League is wide open, and compared to the National League, where you just have the Dodgers, the Padres, the Braves, maybe the Cardinals. I don't know. Maybe the Mets. We got to see if these trades pan out for these teams. The Cardinals were a team that made the playoffs, didn't win their division in a shortened season, but they get Arenado, right? They get better. The Cubs, got rid of some pitchers, good pitchers, so are they going to be competitive? That's interesting to look out for too. Are these guaranteed division winners? I wouldn't even. I feel like the only team out there that is really that I would just go ahead and put all my money on right now to win their division is honestly the Yankees. The Yankees are probably the only team right now I'd put my money on, because I think the Dodgers will win the division again, but you never know. The Padres did, like I said, like I've been saying, the Padres made moves. They made moves, and they're let's be honest, they're a big threat for not only the division, but to even make the World Series. It's gonna be fun to watch, and yeah. So, well, let me know what you guys think. That'll do it for the first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen, man. Like, subscribe wherever you're listening from. If you're watching on YouTube, right? Subscribe on YouTube. The Baseball Paradise on YouTube. Follow the Instagram if you haven't already. Baseball Paradise. Let me know what you guys think. Are the Angels finally going to get Mike Trout into the playoffs? What do you think about the White Sox GM coming out and saying World Series or bust? You think they're ready for that kind of jump, right? And is there any locks for this year in the division wise? Do you think there's any lock in certified 100% this team's gonna win the division this year? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Soon, over this course of spring training, we're gonna do top 10s. Top 10 at each position going into the 2021 season. Let me know what position you're looking forward to me discussing. The one I think is going to create a lot of buzz is the shortstops, but hey, stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in.